Next, you need to build value in your email campaign. So, the second thing that must happen is you must build value. Your list must believe that you know more than they do. So the way that we do that is twofold. Give them strong content and teach them things that no one else is willing to teach. The argument you might be thinking is, well, if I give away all for free, why are they going to pay me for something else? Or what'll be left for them to pay me for? Remember, in this model, you're selling a coaching portion. People who are buying coaching programs are generally not looking for the information. I mean, they already have the information. People buy coaching because they need help with implementation. They buy coaching for step by step. They buy coaching so that they can ask you questions. You can give them all of the information for free in the email campaign, and there will hardly be anybody that will implement it. Now, there's always one person out of the 1,000 that will. Who cares? I mean, that person is going to be there, but most people, no. You're still going to build a relationship with the people that are going to buy coaching with you later. Now, the second thing that builds value is if you have a very high-ticket coaching program in your funnel. I want you to imagine that you are going to work with someone personally for 1 full year, giving them unlimited access to you. This means they can call you on your cell phone at any time. They could come visit you in your town once per month and spend like 3 days with you. They get unlimited access to you. Now, not obviously disrespectful access. I mean, you could set hours. You could say, call me on my cell from 9 to 3. That's when I'll be available. Whatever your hours are that you decide you would give them. And you teach them everything you know. You give them everything you've got in your niche. You create 25 hours of training just for them, for an example. You might be thinking, okay, well, I don't want anyone to have unlimited access. So put a price on it. What price could someone put on what I just shared with you and you'd accept it? Would you turn down $5,000 for unlimited access? I would, but you might not. Would you turn down $10,000? I would. Would you turn down $20,000 or $30,000? Now you might be thinking. If someone wired you $30,000 and you had a choice of giving them unlimited cell phone access and come visit you in your town for 3 days a month, obviously you would schedule it with them ahead of time, and they wouldn't stay at your house, they'd stay in a hotel and that sort of thing. But basically, you would have a choice, either give them 1 year of unlimited access or wire the money back. Which one would you do? If your answer is that you'd wire it back, then what would you do if they offered $50,000? What price would make it worth it to you? Okay, so you've got a number. Let's just say that number is $30,000. That's the number you'd accept. Then that's your highest ticket coaching program. You have a $30,000 unlimited access coaching program. This is what it is. We're not going to negotiate. It's not $29,900. It's not 30 payments of $1,000. It is one payment of $30,000. Once you've resolved in your mind what price this high-ticket item is going to have, let's list it out. Unlimited cell phone access, 3 days per week with you, up to 3 days per month. And if they don't come for that month, it's on them. So if they say, well, I'm too busy in December, that's okay. You don't add another month at the end. It's just the 12 months. If they only come for one time for the 3 days, that's on them also. You're giving them unlimited access to you. Think about this. The first week that you gave someone unlimited access, they might want to talk to you for about 2 hours. And if you give them homework assignments, they're not going to call you until they've done their homework assignments. So they call you back in 10 days, and now you only have to talk to them for 45 minutes. You review what you've already given them, and you give them their next assignment. They call back in another 10 days, and this time it's a 20-minute phone call. No one's going to continue to call you until they've done the prior work, so long as you give them the work to do that's relevant. They're not going to call you 25 times per day. You load all these things in. You create a quick sales page for it. You then put a payment button or wire instructions. I mean, don't put the entire wire instructions. You don't want to put your bank account number on your web page. Just put instructions on getting in touch with you on making a wire payment. Or you could put a payment button for, let's say, a $1,000 down payment through PayPal or your merchant account because you don't want an entire $35,000 payment coming through your merchant account. That's going to create a huge number of red flags. But basically, you're gonna have them give the down payment of $1,000, and then you give them instructions on how to wire the rest. Put that on your sales page. What you do is create a positioning element that shows that you're worth $30,000. You cannot tell me that you're not. If you're willing to give all of that out for $35,000 but not for $25,000, I believe that you're worth $30,000, and you should believe that as well. Okay, quick review. So we're going to sell a high-ticket item up front. Why? Because it makes the money come in the fastest. That's the whole purpose of this. Okay, and number 2, in order to do this, we must have an email campaign that has credibility, builds value, and builds trust. That means that it needs to have credibility items in it. It needs to have value elements in it, which has the high ticket item. That's the example that we used for $30,000 in this whole very interesting high ticket funnel that we're going through. I hope you found the information in this video to be very helpful. If you're interested in learning more about email marketing, click on the link below to get our proven formula for writing a powerful 90-day email campaign. You'll also discover the 3 keys you must have in place to write emails that people really want to read. Go ahead and click below now.